I want to introduce you to a bird, and her name is Birdie. She has a rectangular beak, and when she was going to school with all the other little birds, they would bother her about her beak because it wasn't pointy and triangular like the other beaks. So she thought to herself, one day I'm going to prove that my beak is just as good as all the other beaks out there, and that I'm just as good of a bird. So she went through her life, and she grew up, and she had a family of her own. She had 2 little baby birds and a nice tree with a hole where the breeze would come through. But one day she was flying through the forest, and she saw the world's longest worm. So she knew she was going to have to catch it quickly. But if she caught it in the middle, it might snap in half and nobody would believe her. So she came right near its little head and got it right in the back of her beak because she didn't want it to get away. And then she flew home to her baby birds. And if she flew in with her rectangular beak just the regular way and didn't do any fancy tricks, then she would bump right into their beaks. So she had to fly sideways through the nice tree and place the world's longest worm right between her babies. Not only did she want to make sure her babies got the most amazing meal, she decided that she was going to let go of that worm and fly to go tell the Guinness Book of World Records that she had caught the longest worm before her babies could eat the worm. And that is how you thread a needle. So I'm going to show you with a smaller version now. Let's take our pink worm. We'll let Birdie, our big Birdie, sit over there. So this is a plastic yarn needle. This is yarn, which was our worm in the story. And here is a folded little piece of paper. Maybe this is a robin this time. Okay, so we're going to get it near the head. We're not going to go in the middle because it'll get tangled. And then we're going to keep Birdie's mouth shut because if we open it, she's going to hurt herself on this tree here. Now she's going to fly through the breezy tree. Yep. And then she has to go all the way through because she's going to go fly. Tell the Guinness Book of World Records, let's go. Yay, she wins. And that is how you thread a needle with an actual needle. And right here, I have some tricks on how to tie your knot. So right here, short piece up, make a J. Next, if I just move it to the picture, I can follow the exact instructions, and even if I can't read very well, if I'm very young, I can still look at the picture and match the picture to my yarn. So this one says short piece crosses over, and then it says X, so J, X, and now we have a little teardrop. So we made a teardrop. We're going to poke it under, short piece under, and then short piece over and out. And then I'm going to pull it like when I'm pulling my shoelaces. If you don't know how to tie your shoes, well, you're going to get better as you learn how to stitch too. Okay, now if we go to the other side, which is going to go right to left instead of the usual order, we're going to make a J because we have to secure our burlap. Then we're going to come over here, it says short piece over, X. We made a little X right here. And then short piece under and inside the teardrop. And then short piece over and out of the teardrop. And then this one is a little trickier. We have to scoot, looks like a little baby pretzel. We're going to scoot the pretzel to the end because yarn is not cheap. It's nice, so we want to save it. and conserve it. So we're not going to put a knot way up here and then not ever use the other part of the yarn. So we're going to use as much yarn as possible and put this end here. So that is how you thread a needle and how you prepare your needle for stitching.